Random. Made, done, happened, or chosen without method or conscious decision. Do you remember about 10 years ago when the internet was full of random humor? We got Astif movie, we got these funny little cats right here, but that's not really random. You see, true randomness is a very difficult concept to grasp. Everything influences everything else. When you roll dice, it feels random, but there's all sorts of factors that you can consciously decide that will change the outcome of the dice rolled. Same with these jokes right here. Yes, they seem very unexpected, but they're not entirely random. They're funny to us because we kind of get it. We understand some concepts behind it. Cats shouldn't be doing this right here. Astif movie is funny because the jokes land very well. Some things are unexpected, a little bit crude, and make us chuckle because of that. But full-on true randomness is a philosophical concept that we can never fully grasp. It gets us thinking about if we truly have free will or not. Okay. Philosophical stuff aside, let's go back to these memes right here. Yes, they're unexpected. No, they're not random. But there's a really good word for when something is almost random, but not entirely random. Aleatoric. I love this word so much. I first heard it when I was in college because we were learning about chance music, which is also called aleatoric music. Now, chance, we understand what that is. There's a chance of something to happen. So when you roll dice, it's not entirely random. It's just giving you a chance of rolling a 1, a chance of rolling a 2, and so on. So chance music is exactly the same. We have a set of parameters, and we use some method by chance to get these variables into our music. We can write music that is completely random. A very good method of this is making a piece of music that just has a ton of random frequencies. For example, I can make this right here. For every single sample, I'll just have a random frequency. And the common standard is 44,000 samples in 1 second, so we're going to hear 44,000 different frequencies in 1 second. It sounds like this. We all know what this is. This is white noise. You might be thinking to yourself, wait, no, that's not white noise. This is white noise. They both are. White noise of the image is created in the same method. Each pixel is some color between black and white, some form of gray. This is an example when audible concepts and visual concepts can be the same thing. Trust me, there's a lot of connotations between what's physical and what's audible in our world. Hi, interjecting Chris here. I realized as I was editing that part right behind me, I literally have an example of Kiki and Boba as waveforms. See, this is a very bright wave for Kiki, like it sounds like Kiki, and you can see it. That's definitely a Kiki. And Boba is a very smooth, nice, and dark, soft wave. So, okay. Yeah, random music would actually really suck. So what should we do instead? Let's make some good aleatoric music. Aleatoric really just means random within parameters. So with that, we need to create parameters for what our music needs to be. For example, in here, the pitches were random frequencies. Well, we don't really want to use that. We want to round our frequencies to pitches that we're used to. Now we need some method of determining notes, but isn't it going to be a little bit weird just only hearing the chromatic scale? Yes, exactly. So we got to choose different scales, and we can even make choosing the scales a parameter. So there's a variable that controls which scale we're using and a variable that controls which notes we're taking from said scale. Okay, perfect. Now we need some more parameters. This parameter, very important. What instruments are we going to be using? Another parameter we got to think about is the overall structure for it. How long is the intro going to be? How long are the choruses, the verses, things like that? Are they going to be long? Are they going to be short? We need a good sense of macrostructure, mesostructure, and microstructure. What's so horrible about white noise listening to that is it has no structure at all. Everything is completely random. When everything is random, you don't know where you really are. If you're hiking through a forest and everything looks exactly the same, it's really hard to tell where you are. With a structure, you know where you're at, where you're going to, and where you came from. Structure is all about contexts, what different things are coming up, what different things are behind you, and what things are around you currently. For example, hearing a melody, you usually know you're at the start of the melody because it's when the notes start playing, and you know you're at the end of the melody because the notes are done playing. So we need to somehow get some structure. All right, we got all these elements, but now we need methods of obtaining variables to control each of these parameters. Okay, the first thing I want to start out with is the time signatures. So this will be for the whole song. I'm not going to have it change at any point. So here we go. Let's go ahead and spin it. 7, 8. Awesome. We got an asymmetric meter. That'll be a lot of fun. Next, we got to get some instruments. I'm going to go with 5 instruments that I just think it would be a lot of fun to have 5. Here we go. All right, we got the cello. Good choice. Good choice. Cello was actually my first instrument, so that's really exciting. Yeah, we got piano. Okay, good. Good. I want a piano. And I gotta sing. Okay, I'm not the best singer on the planet, but here we go. I gotta sing. Violin. Okay. Okay. So we got a pretty good setup here. So far, what do we have? We have a cello, piano, voice, and violin. This is starting to seem like a pretty normal piece of music so far. Everything's very cohesive. And then we got a tuba. Oh, wait. Or guitar. Oh. Wow. We got a guitar. Okay, that's really funny because I literally just recorded an album and these are all the instruments I used for it. That's crazy. Cello, piano, voice, violin, and guitar. Awesome. Now let's go ahead and pick a key center. B. B. Frickin' B. Good to know. Good to know that we're doing B. Awesome. See if it's major or minor. I know there's other scales and stuff that we can use, but I just want to stick to the basics, major or minor. And we're going with minor. Okay, B minor is a good key. If it was B major, I would be a little upsetty spaghetti, but B minor is good. Just 2 sharps. Let's go. Now it's time to identify chords. I've decided that this is going to be a pop country kind of song, so I'm going to have 4 chords in the verse and 4 chords in the chorus. And to determine what chord will we play, I'm going to start on B minor, pull a card, and whatever number that card is, I'll move that many spaces. After I've pulled 3 cards, that's going to be the chord. Awesome. Now we have the first chord, F sharp minor. The next 2 chords I got were D major, but that's okay. We can just imagine as if the D major was held for 2 measures. Now let's go and find the chorus chords. Awesome. We got D, F sharp minor, G, A. Now what's really funny about this is a very typical chord progression. Other one not really, but for the chorus, this is extremely common. Now let's go ahead and find the rhythm of the melody. What I was thinking about doing was creating rhythmic words. I would take the first half of a measure, then the second half of a measure, and combine them together. My method of doing this is creating different rhythms, calling them A, B, C, or D for the first half, and then creating more rhythms for the second half, calling it A, B, or C. I'm using pretty standard, common rhythms. I don't want anything too esoteric or weird for me to sing, and I want this to actually be listenable. Now, how am I going to determine whether the rhythm is A, B, C, or D? I'm going to read my favorite poetry book, Leaves of Grass. As soon as I come across the letter A, B, C, or D, I'll write that down and so on, and that's how I'll create my rhythmic words. So in the end, the rhythm looks like this. We have our rhythm for the melody, but now we need some words to sing. And what I thought would be really fun is having them all be 1-syllable words, not just because that would make my life easier, but also have them be nouns. Both the verse and the chorus are 16 syllables, so I just need 16 words. I also texted my girlfriend asking for a random assortment of pluses and minuses, and for every plus that'll be a verse and every minus that'll be a chorus, and she sent me plus plus minus minus plus, which means it's gonna go verse verse chorus chorus verse. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but this is gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, we have beautiful lyrics. Awesome. Now let's get some pitches with this rhythm and I'll start singing. Now we're gonna get our pitches, and how we're doing this is a script I wrote, which will create this graph. And this graph right here will tell us what note is gonna be where. The green lines represent the 16 notes that we have, and wherever the red line crosses the green line means that's the note we'll use. Now I'm only going to do 2 for the verses and 2 for the choruses. It's going to go between antecedent and consequent. Even though these aren't really going to feel that antecedent and consequent, it'll work. So I'm going to go ahead and get the notes for the verses and the choruses now. All right, we got our notes. Now we just got to match the lyrics to to the notes. During this project, what I found so interesting is how well the notes actually worked. These are very close to a normal song that would not be written by randomness. And here we go. Here's the whole song. We got the notes, we got the lyrics. Now, time for some recording. I'm gonna have guitar and piano comp the chords, and I'll have violin and cello do something interesting, and I'm gonna be singing.
Interjecting Chris here, and as I'm recording this, I notice it's very hard to understand what I'm saying. Unlike other songs, because we get it, we understand the sentences. This one, it's hard to tell because these sentences don't make sense at all. They're not really sentences, they're just random words thrown together.
So as you can see with this piece, there's a lot of things that I influenced myself that wasn't really aleatoric. A lot of the melodies that I'm creating for the violin and the cello, they're not gonna be made in some random fashion. I'm gonna be doing all the stuff myself. That being said, the chords, the rhythms, the time signature, the key signature, the lyrics, and the melody were all done aleatorically. As I was recording this, I realized this is some of the hardest music I've had to record in my life. Singing it was very, very challenging because it was jumping all over the place. The rhythm on guitar was a little bit difficult here and there. But nonetheless, I got it all put together, and without further ado, here's the song.
Throat dead, nothing, math, roll, weekly church, teach, step, disc, shirt, on the 9 years, sun, ball, trombone, grunt up, tread, cloud, snort, rear, full bug, rhyme, branch, brand, half, bill, grouse, troll, yell, beef, hum, fun, foot, punch, hell, starve, wheel, none, fair, tour, pride, save, core, bird, edge, of flush, by sods, cat, gray, cash, pink, silk, edge, knife, verse, airplanes, wood, bow, tool, knot, sarlone, jean, skill, feather, talk, hide, rain, soil, cuff, bird, edge, all flush, silk, hair, by sods, cat, gray, cash, pink, silk, edge, knife, verse, airplanes, wood, bow, tool, knot, sarlone, jean, skill, fair talk, hide, rain, soil, cuff. League hints, monk, tremble, grapple, drunk, tile, break, home, fill, plug, world, dash, facts. Post, quick, boots, wire, silt, key, skim, sweet bird, clean, fox, hour.
Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun putting this all together. I had a lot of fun shooting the music video. Thank you to my friends for helping out with that. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.